Students, let's be a very good morning, students. Let's begin with today's topic. But before going to this particular topic, let me start what we have studied till now. Okay, till now we have completed our two chapters, that is chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, atomic structure, and as well as the basic concepts of chemistry. Okay, now we are going to discuss our third chapter, that is chapter number 3, classification of elements in periodic law. Okay, so this topic is totally the chapter is very short and sweet, and I'm saying this short and sweet because we have already studied this chapter in our 10th class also. Okay, but that was just we have understood the basic idea. Now in this class, in 11th class, we are going to discuss that particular chapter in detail. Okay, so let's begin with this topic. But let me start how much the topic is, important for your exam point of view. How much you are going to score with this particular chapter. Okay, the chapter is very short, so basically only 4 marks. You will get 2 questions particularly. Both question could be either of 1 marks or 3 marks. Okay, now the 4 marks question is very important in this chapter because this is very simple and we can easily go through this chapter and can easily score the 4 marks. Okay, so first is where we are going to lead in this chapter, what we have to study in this chapter. Okay, we have basically going to deal with the topics naming of elements having more than 100 atomic number. Sorry. And then we are going to study the trends. Okay, so we will go with the topic to topic, first topic and then the second topic, detail by detail. But now let's introduce the chapter. Let's begin this chapter, what we need to study in this chapter. Okay, so let's begin. The topic is classification of elements in periodic law. So basically we have to classify our elements in the form of a periodic table, in the form of different columns. Okay, now this you have already understood little bit in class 10th, I think it was chapter number 5th in chemistry, that elements are something which are the smallest unit of any kind of matter. Okay, this is something which cannot be further broken down into simpler substances. Okay, either by chemical process or physical process. All right, now as we kept moving, first of all we had just, I think, 84 elements. Then after some discoveries, we came to know about 93. And in today's date, we have 114 elements. Okay, out of which almost 93 are natural and other are man-made. Okay, so the point here is that we have so many different elements, we have so many elements, we need to arrange them in form of period so that we can check out their property, we can get benefit from their physical as well as chemical properties. Okay, so the topic here is we need to arrange our elements in the form of a table. All right, so the first question is, why do we need to classify our elements in the form of period? The answer is we need to arrange them in a tabular form because elements are so many, and to get the maximum benefit from them, we need to introduce them in form of a table so that we can get their physical as well as chemical properties. Okay, so now let's start. How do we have made them in the form of periodic table? Okay, see, there were so many scientists, there were so many different scientists who came and tried to get the maximum benefit, to get the maximum actual representation to arrange our elements in periodic table. Okay, but the point is, as we have studied in our chapter number 2, we have seen that in the form of atomic models. First we have taken our Thomson's model. Okay, we have studied Thomson's model, but what happened after some time, Thomson's model got rejected and we further moved to Rutherford model. Then it was rejected and we moved to our topic, that is Bohr's atomic model or quantum mechanical model and so many. Same as it is, many scientists came and tried to give their best to arrange the elements in a periodic table. But the point is, we didn't get the maximum benefit and we used them to reject and further modifications. Okay, so the first scientist who tried was Daubernier. We are here just to study the history. It is a theoretical topic, so please bear up with me. You have to listen a 5-minute story. Then we will go to our topic, that is the main topic, modern periodicity. Okay, till now just listen to me, the 5-minute story in which how the scientists have made the history to arrange the elements in periodicity. Okay, so the first was Daubernier. He tried to put the elements in form of triads. Now what is triads? Triads means he made a periodic table in the form of 3 different, we can say, vertical groups or in 3 different columns. Okay, so he arranged them in the order of atomic weight. But as usual, he could not put out the maximum elements in it, so it was rejected. Same as it is, further we move to another scientist known as Mendeleev. Mendeleev tried to give its best and he gave us octave table, where octa means 8. Okay, he used in his periodic table that our elements are basically the substance or the elements of atomic weight. So according to him, atomic weight is the most important property of elements, according to Mendeleev. Okay, so he put his elements in the 8 different columns, in the 8 different, we can say, rows, and he tried that the atomic weight is taken as the initial property to arrange them. So he basically arranged his elements in the form of 8 different rows, and he gave that all the elements are arranged in the form of increasing atomic weight. Okay. But as usual, this was not the beneficial. Till now, we haven't introduced a new story. Okay. Till then, this was very important. We have completed this. Now, further, we kept moving and we came to know another important periodic law, which we still use in our today's table, in our today's date, I can say. So let's move to our next topic, that is modern periodic law. All right. Now, class, listen this very carefully, that till now the scientists have prepared the octave table or the triads table. Until then, we haven't introduced about the topic of subatomic particles. That means हमें सिर्फ इतना पता था कि हमारे पास एक elements होता है, उसमें एक nucleus होता है. We didn't know any idea about electron, proton and neutron. Okay, तो electron, proton और neutron के बारे में हमें पता नहीं था. तब तक we have made this story very clear कि हमारे जो Mendeleev ने last हमें दिया है octave rule, that is important for us. But after some time, as we came to know due to some research and some properties, we have to understood that our elements are basically made up of electron, proton, as well as neutron. And to arrange them, we do not need atomic weight. हमें किसी और property की need है, so that we can maintain, we can arrange our elements in good periodicity. Okay, in a good periodic arrangement, I would say. So that's the point. Now let's move what he has given, what the other scientist has given. Okay, so there was a scientist named Moseley, Moseley, Moseley. Moseley just took a simple experiment. He just put a simple experiment that whenever we take the frequency as well as the atomic number. So he said that suppose I'm trying to, bombard a fast moving element or fast moving electron. Okay, so the frequency with which electron is moving and the atomic weight. When we have put the relationship between them, according to them, that give a straight line. So basically he told us that suppose this is just a minute. So basically he told us in the last chapter you have come to know about Z as well as nu, where nu is known as frequency and Z is atomic number. So he took an experiment. He has come to know that whenever we put a relationship between nu and Z, we have got a straight line. But as usual, if we took the relation between nu and atomic mass, we did not get any kind of straight line. Okay. So उसने बात समझ ली, उसने बात इंट्रोड्यूस की कि whenever we took a relationship between Z and nu, we get a straight line rather than atomic mass. So he idea clicked in his mind that atomic number is something which is crucial to arrange the elements in the form of periodic law. Okay, दोबारा सुनो इस बात को. मोसेले एक साइंटिस्ट था, उसने एक सिंपल सा एक्सपेरिमेंट किया और उस एक्सपेरिमेंट के बाद उसे ये बात क्लियर हुई कि इट इज द एटॉमिक नंबर rather than the atomic mass which is important, which is crucial to maintain the elements in a fixed arrangement. Okay, तो उसने एक टेबल बनाई which was based on the atomic number rather than the atomic mass, और उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक लॉ और मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल. बन रही है जी बात? So in short, if I want to define the modern periodic law, I would just say that modern periodic law means the physical and chemical properties of any elements are dependent upon atomic numbers. दोबारा सुनो, the physical and chemical properties of elements are arranged in the form of atomic numbers. They are dependent upon the atomic numbers. This is known as modern periodic law. तो सेम एज इट इज जो साइंटिस्ट थे मैनली, उन्होंने जो हमें टेबल दी थी, वी नीड टू चेंज देम, वी नीड टू मॉडिफाई देम, एंड आफ्टर मॉडिफिकेशन व्हाट डिड वी गेट? वी गेट द मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल. वी गेट मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल. Okay, so now our next topic is modern periodic table, and we will see how much elements we have arranged. Okay, so let's begin. I hope बच्चे यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया होगा. We have just seen the history that how much the scientists have made the efforts to arrange them, and finally we have put a basic concept that is modern periodic table. How we today are introducing our elements, we are arranging our elements in which form. Okay, that is known as modern periodic. Okay, so let's begin with the next topic, that is modern periodic table. All right. Till now, we have come to know that this table is totally dependent upon the atomic number. Okay. So what we have done, we have total 114 elements. We have arranged them in increasing atomic number. Okay. तो हमने एटॉमिक नंबर जो है उसको इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में रखने की कोशिश की है, and with the help of that what we have done, we have basically made our concept, that is suppose this is one atomic number, this is two atomic number, and same as it is we are going to move with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and up to 8. So according to modern periodic table, since we are arranging our elements in increasing number, in increasing atomic number, what we have done, we have just put them in order of increasing atomic number. Okay. and then okay. तो अभी तक हमने क्या किया है? We have just taken our some elements and we have tried to arrange them in increasing atomic number. So right now we have hydrogen with atomic number 1, then helium with atomic number 2. We will see कि हमने helium को सबसे अलग क्यों रखा है. That is our different topic. But right now just try to understand how we have arranged our elements. Okay, same as it is lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and neon. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Fluorine. So this is how we have arranged 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Same as it is, we are going to increase the atomic number after 10, that is up to 11 to 20, then 21 to 30, and so on. Okay. So basically, when we try to arrange them, abhi we have studied in our previous chapter, chapter number 2, that is electronic configuration. So electronic configuration में हमने देखा था that we have arranged our elements in the form of electrons, which are present in the outermost cell. Okay, तो इसी same concept को हम use करेंगे to make our modern periodic table. All right. So abhi you have come to know why I have focused so much stress on the topic electronic configuration. I have told that electronic configuration is so important topic. The reason behind this is electronic configuration would come you up to the whole chemistry. So same as it is, हमने periodic table में भी electronic configuration को use किया है, उसको further हम use करेंगे, and I will tell you how we have arranged them. We know very well that we have put some quantum numbers like L equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, S, P, D, F, and so on. Okay. So same as it is, since if our atomic shell that is with S number, this is known as S elements. Same as it is, the electrons which are present in the P subshell that is known as P elements. Same as it is the D and the F. तो अगर मैं इनको डिफरेंशिएट करना चाह रही हूँ कि मेरा S एलिमेंट क्या है, मेरा P एलिमेंट क्या है, या D और F एलिमेंट क्या है, मैं एक सिंपली बात बोलूंगी कि अगर मेरा इलेक्ट्रॉन S शेल की ऑर्बिटल में प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज नोन एज S एलिमेंट या S ऑर्बिटल एलिमेंट. सेम एज इट इज, अगर मेरा आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन P सबशेल के अंदर प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज नोन टू बी P सबशेल एलिमेंट. ओके, या फिर हम उसको बोल सकते हैं दैट इज P ऑर्बिटल एलिमेंट्स. Then the same as it is, we will keep moving to D and F. Okay, so suppose if I'm talking about hydrogen, you have also heard in our last class we have arranged them in our electronic configuration. This is 1s1, this is 2s1, this is 3s1, and so on. So you have come to know that first one is something which has one electron in S ऑर्बिटल. ओके, सेम एज इट इज, अगर मैं बेरिलियम की बात करूं तो उसमें 2s2 है, 3s2, 4s2, एंड सो ऑन. दैट मींस बेरिलियम इज नोन एज आवर सेकंड ग्रुप in which our two electrons are present in s orbit. Okay, तो अभी जो इतना लंबा चौड़ा हमारा सिस्टम बन गया है, उसको उसने अरेंज किया in two different forms. First is known as period and second is known as group. Okay, so basically he told us that there are two different things known as period as well as group. Okay, so what is period and what defines as the group? The period is something which is arranged in our horizontal direction. यानी ये मेरा एक complete period है. Okay, same as it is अगर मैं इसकी बात करूं. Okay, so we have come to know that we have total 7 different periods. 5, 6, 7. We have total 7 different periods and we have total 8 different groups. यानी जो हमारा वर्टिकल पोजीशन में अरेंज किया है उसको हम बोलते हैं ग्रुप, एंड वी हैव टोटल 8 ग्रुप्स. Same as it is, we have arranged our elements in horizontal row, और उसे हम बोलते हैं they have been arranged in a form of period. Okay, so in our modern periodic table, in your periodic table, you have to understand that there are two different things known as period as well as group, in by the help of which we have arranged our elements. Okay, so let's further move to our next topic that is very important. But let me share you one thing with you. Okay, sir, would you please allow me to share a screen? All right, class, not to worry. मुझे सिर्फ ये शेयर करना था आपके साथ कि हमारे जो एलिमेंट्स हैं, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स, वो एक्चुअल में दिखाई कैसे देते हैं. एंड इफ यू हैव योर नोटबुक, अगर आपके पास आपकी एनसीईआरटी बुक है राइट नाउ, यू कैन इजीली सी कि एक बहुत ही कलरफुल सा डायग्राम आपको बुक में दिया होगा, इन विच वी हैव अरेंज्ड आवर ऑल एलिमेंट्स, जिसको हमने एस ब्लॉक का नाम दिया है, पी ब्लॉक का, डी ब्लॉक का या एफ ब्लॉक का. हम हर एक सबशेल को, हर एक ब्लॉक को डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टडी करेंगे इन डिटेल्स. ओके, बट बेसिक आइडिया हमें मिल गया है कि एस ऑर्बिटल हम उसको बोलते हैं अगर हमारा आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन एस सबशेल के अंदर है. ठीक है, सेम एज इट इज अगर मैं इनकी बात करूं तो हमारा जो आउटर मोस्ट सबशेल है, अगर मैं कार्बन की बात करूं तो वो पी के अंदर प्रेजेंट है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज P1, दिस इज P2, दिस इज P3, P4, P5 एंड P6. ओके, दिस वाज समथिंग आई वांटेड टू शेयर. Okay, leave that. Please go through your notebook, go through your book and see how the elements have been arranged. Okay, so उन सबको हमने arrange है, and the point is कि आपकी कलर बहुत कलरफुल दिखाई दे रहा है उसे उसमें, तो वो जो कलर्स है डिफरेंट डिफरेंट, they have been arranged on the basis of their physical properties. Okay, physical properties means हमें पता है कि हमारे जो एलिमेंट्स हैं दे आर बेसिकली ऑफ 3 डिफरेंट टाइप्स, मेटल्स, नॉन मेटल्स एंड मेटेलॉइड्स. ये आपने 9th क्लास में भी पढ़ा था. तो मेटल्स आर समथिंग व्हिच हैव द शाइनी appearance, I can say, with their hard, their they can be beaten into wire and sheet and so many things. Okay, तो हमारे जितने भी 114 एलिमेंट्स हैं उनमें से हमने कुछ को मेटल की फॉर्म में अरेंज किया है, कुछ को नॉन मेटल की और कुछ को मेटेलॉइड्स. ओके, so the all different colors, all different representation have been put in your book, which will show how our elements have been arranged in the form of physical properties. Okay, so this was all about by this side. Now let's move to our next topic, that is बच्चे जी, I hope you have come to know about modern periodic law. You have come to know the basic idea. मेन हमें इसके अंदर जो है इसको याद रखना है. We have to remember the whole periodic table in our increasing order, in our periodic table, जैसा जैसा भी आपको comfortable लगे. So you have so many short tricks. You can Google that or you can use the YouTube. Same as it is, I'll share a PDF with you whenever after 2 or 3 lectures we will complete. 2-3 lectures के बाद I would share a PDF with you in which you will see definitely how we have arranged our elements. Okay, so you have to keep remember how we have arranged our elements. Okay, so that हमारे पास उनका जो है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन वो भी याद रहे. Same as it is, we can remember them in the form of our atomic number. Okay, so let's begin with our next topic that is very important, that is the naming of elements with more than 100 atomic number. Okay, now what does it want to convey to us? See, अभी तक हमने स्टडी किया कि हमारे पास इतने सारे एलिमेंट्स हैं, like 114, 115 and so on. ओके सो जब हमें ये पता चला कि वी हैव सो मेनी एलिमेंट्स, पहले क्या होता था, whoever scientist gave any idea about any element, to give them honor, to give them privilege, we put the name of that particular scientist. Suppose अगर मैं बात करूं 103, तो वो रदरफोर्ड ने डिस्कवर किया था, तो वी हैव given the name रदरफोर्डियम. ओके बट द पॉइंट इज कुछ टाइम के बाद देयर वर सो मेनी साइंटिस्ट हु हैव गिवन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट आइडियाज. तो हमारे लिए मुश्किल हो गया कि हम हर एक पॉइंट को किस वे में रिप्रेजेंट करें, हर एक एलिमेंट को किस वे में लिखें. ओके टू ओवरकम दिस प्रॉब्लम देयर वाज अ वी कैन से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नोन एज IUPAC. ओके IUPAC एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थी which was the main organization of applied chemistry. Okay, so basically that organization gave us a rule, a table of rule, on the basis of which we have arranged our elements in the form of particular name जो सबको valid था, सबको मानना पड़ा. And the best point is ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ उसके लिए valid है जिसमें हमारा atomic number 100 से ज्यादा है. That is 101, 102, 123, 127 and so many. Okay. So the point here is ये जो आपका topic है that would come in your 2 marks question 110%. All right. तो ये topic हमारा हो गया, तो हमने 2 marks अपने पक्के कर लिए इस चैप्टर से. Okay. So basically let me show you first check how's the time we have left. We have left with 10 minutes yet. So let's see. Okay. So that organization have given us a brief table. If we have 0, we would represent it by nil. If we have 1, we would represent it by un. If we have 2, we would represent it by bi. 3 की अगर मैं बात करूं, so that is tri. If we're talking about 4, that is quad. If we're talking about 5, that is pent. For 6, that is hex. Same as it is for 7, that is known as sept. For 8, oct, and for 9, n. From 0 to 9, we have taken the all different names, और ये आपको याद ही रखना पड़ेगा. Okay, इसके अंदर कोई दो राय नहीं है that you have to memorize this particular table. Okay, in which we have arranged from 0 to 9. Now let's take a simple example. Suppose if I'm talking about 101. अब 101 has 3 different number, that is 101. तो हम क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले 1 को नाम देंगे. 1 का नाम क्या है हमारा, un. Then going to 0. 0 is known to be nil. फिर से क्या है, 1, that is un, nil, un. Now this is not a complete name. To make it complete, we are further adding em suffix to it. ये em suffix हम हर एक के अंदर लगाएंगे. If we're going from 101 to 123 to 135, doesn't matter. This em suffix would be the final. This would be added each and every time. Okay, so this is the example how we have taken the name in the form of un, nil, un. Okay ji, same as it is. Let me take a simple example, that is 102. So 102 would be un, nil, and 2 is known to be bi, bium. Okay, un, nil, bium. Now same as it is, see, you have already known that if we have so many elements, we have to arrange them in the form of n symbol. हमें उसको किसी ना किसी symbol की form में arrange करना ही करना पड़ता है. So same as it is, इसको एक symbol में represent करने के लिए we have took the u, n and u. That is u and u. This is known to be its symbol. यानी un से हमने u उठा लिया, 0 के nil से हमने n उठा लिया. Same as it is, 1 से हमने un उठा लिया, that is known to be u and v. And the lastly, if I'm talking about un, nil, bium, that is u and v, and many. Okay, so your point is, I hope you have got this topic. So your homework is that you have to, after the finishing the class, whenever you'll get the time, just go through this table and practice how much elements you can practice. It's 123, it's 125, it's 150, doesn't matter. We have the same rule, we have the same table, so हमें इसको याद करके different way में practice करना है. Plus the second point is just go through your periodic table, उसे याद करने की कोशिश करो. You have so many different tricks, or otherwise I'll send the PDF also, by the help of which you can remember your periodic table. These are the two homeworks on the basis of which we can arrange them, we can going through with this particular chapter. Okay, बहुत ही short और बहुत ही simple सा chapter है class. आपको देख लिया होगा, you have already come to know that this table has given us 2 marks question. Okay, so this was all about by my side. Now if you have any kind of doubt or query, you can ask to me. Yes, sir. Please allow the